Right now to the daily edition of English language program presented by Huda bin Sheikh on Studio 1 with my colleague Huwaida for the technical engineering, our dearest Rima for the web. Today we're going to speak about employment and decent works and programs that is targeting youth in order to improve their potential and have accessibility to a variety of jobs where especially they are basically digital, which is actually that's the new era of technology that is infiltrating our type of new categories of employment, and this is really a wonderful thing. For this, I would like to thank my guest, Abd المنعم العبيدي, Program Officer in the International Labour Office, and he's actually here. Thank you, Norman, for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Abd المنعم, sorry. And would you like to explain for us this this kind of project that is actually done in the framework of the EDJEF, which is des emplois décents pour les jeunes et les femmes, which is the project Decent Jobs for Youth and Women.
Thank you. EDJEF, Decent Youth for Women and Youth, it's a project implemented by the International Labour Office, by the project office in Tunisia, in partnership with the Ministry of Vocational Training and Employment, and funded by the Kingdom of Norway. This project started in 2018 and will end at the end of the next year, 2020. The project develops four important components, which are supporting the national employment strategy, improve public employment services. We are implementing a system of quality management system in the public services, employment public services, and also we are trying to touch as much as possible young job seekers by digital features, which is geolocation of application of jobs, which offer will be available so soon. And the third one is improvement of apprenticeship, apprentissage, in
the public institutions?
Yes, in the public and in the professional training centers. And also the fourth component, which is very important, so supporting for job creation for young people, youth and women. We have made some training in soft skills and entrepreneurship, supporting them in preparation of their business plans, to help to equip them with the materials and services to facilitate marketing in the local and international market.
Yes. So just to understand, this project or this program is actually supported by the UTK, the UGTT, and also the Ministry of Vocational Training.
Yes, they are our partner because ILO in general work with tripartism. Tripartism is a collaboration and the dialogue, social dialogue between the ministry, the government, and the employers and the employees, organization of employers and organization of employees, or if employees, and those partners helps to diagnose the situation and to make proposition for some solution for issues that ILO introduce them to projects. So the partners, the tripartism is with ILO through all over the states of implementing the program.
Cool. So what we understand is that there were plenty of youth who participated in this project. How was it at the beginning, the first stage? Did you choose youth who are graduating in different specialities, and these youth you selected according to certain criteria, and they undergo a kind of training in the various specialities?
Yes, in fact, the project EDJEF is implemented in 4 governorates in Tunisia, which are Tunis, the little one, Manouba, and Kairouan and Zakwan. The target for the project are the women and youth. So youth is like from 18 to 35 years, and for women there is no limit for the age.
Cool.
So this is a project with enhanced the opportunity for youth and women to get a decent job. So
who are the youth that have been included? Sorry, just to interrupt you here. Are they graduate or non-graduate? Are all categories included?
All categories included, which if they see that there is an opportunity to apply and to participate in this project and they are eligible for us, so we take them.
Cool, that's really nice.
So we started in the beginning by carrying out a diagnosis in the 4 regions, okay, and for the most potentially employable value chain or sectors for youth people and for young and for women. So the choice was made by a local committee project. It's our governance. How we deal with governance of the project in the region. So we have a local committee project, and we choose in Kairouan and Zagouan the alternative tourism.
Oh yes.
In Manouba, artisanal clothing and fashionable accessories, and in Tunis we have choose the image jobs, ou les métiers de l'image, ou les métiers du numérique.
Oh yes, the digital image, working on digital
image jobs.
Yes.
So in Tunis we have selected 150 youth from 2,500 application to participate, to be trained in digital image profession, which are we choose 3 within the audiovisual and 3 others within the design and the internet. So we choose photography, editing and shooting, and we choose also game development, web and graphic design, UX and UI, and AR VR to reality.
Virtual.
Yes. So we also initially supported 46 crafts and tourism projects in the 3 regions, and we are continuing for the year 2020. So for the 150, they are trained on the image, skills, and they will as soon as possible have the opportunity to apply on the for the courses of EDJEF project to have the opportunity to have courses in entrepreneurship and make their business plans.
Wow. So here you are offering great opportunity for these youth to have soft skills, to develop the necessary qualities and skills, and also to have this great potential that is well developed in order to open them for them doors of employment. Because today employment can be in the digital more than on the simple labor markets that we are familiar with.
Yes, absolutely. For the digital, it was very relevant that those specialties are very needed in the market. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
And the problem is that university cannot give those skills to young if they are not having courses of 5 years. So this is like quite very short and essential what they get to need to run a business or to work in an enterprise in such areas and such sectors which are very demanded by the market.
Yeah, so I suppose these sectors that you have opened, these various topics that you have opened, they are actually have been chosen after a study of the labor market. I mean, what are they actually in the market today? What are they asking? What are they looking for as specialities and as expertise?
Absolutely. The need now in the market, which is very related, especially with young, with digital jobs. This is the future. So that's why we choose this sector and this value chain to implement and to put all the courses for the young beneficiaries.
Cool. So those in Tunis, the governorate of Tunis, they graduated recently, and there was an amazing celebration that happened in the cultural city of Tunis. What is next now concerning those youth who are training in Kairouan, in Zagouan, and what is the fourth?
The same. Actually, we began to accompany beneficiaries in Kairouan, Zagouan, and Manouba for the alternative tourism and for the handcraft in relation with clothes and accessories. So we propose to beneficiaries all services of training in soft skills and also in marketing and also in business plan. So and we found that just in the month of December, 46 projects in those two sectors.
Wow.
And we are going to move forward with Tunis because actually it's a bit difficult to have the same situation. We need to have the technical approval for our partners, which are WeCode. We work with WeCode to validate the technical situation of those 150, so they can participate to the training, okay, that we offer both. And after that, we're gonna see with our next partner, ENDA, Interarab, which is specialized to accompanying in business plans and business skills and elaborate the business plan, so can EDJEF and the project finance them or equip them, especially with what they need to run their business.
Exactly, because that's the most complicated issue, if we can say. After giving the right training, the adequate training, the right soft skills, it is all the time the question, what about financing of these projects? So I suppose we have thought about it just before. Now these youth, they have acquired all the skills and they are preparing for their enterprises or social enterprise. So how is it going to be, the financing? Is it coming from the government? Is it coming from this Embassy of Norway or whatever?
So for the financial, it's very important for youth to know that EDJEF and the ILO contribute with a part of the financial, which is the equipment. So, for example, if a young man want to establish his enterprises in photography, for example, he can make a business plan, which is composed with equipment, what
all the necessary
budget need for the salaries, for example, or other depenses. So EDJEF can bring the equipment. So for youth who are willing to make a startup, so we can provide the seed investment. This is very important, the material, the equipment, so the young can make his prototype or can experiment the idea of his project until he got the big amount of funding or with other partners.
Yes, they have to fly with their own wings, actually. You give them the basics, you give them the most necessary part to start with their work, and they have to check for other finances, and that's part of the business plan, actually. If you are thinking about making an enterprise, a social enterprise or a startup, that's part of their process that they have to go through. So if you have to evaluate this whole project, how do you find the process was going? Was it in the theoretical preparation of the project as really successful and as satisfying for you professionals as you found it on the practical scene?
Actually, we ran a midterm evaluation for the project EDJEF with the partners in 4 regions and in the central administration. We are waiting for the final report, but the most interesting thing for us is to experiment a new way to collaborate to organization, NGOs like ENDA and Interarab for equipment and of youth, because before ILO did it by himself, and we need such a specialized organization for accompanying youth and women to create their project or to find a job. So we experiment this situation with ENDA in the 4 regions, and we are trying also to ameliorate the prestation,
the performance.
Yes, the performance. I think we did such an experiment with the 3 regions, with the 2 sectors, tourism and handicraft. It was good, not bad, but we need to improve that. I think we will have the situation to do that with youth and women for the digital image jobs in Tunis, inshallah, next year, 2020.
Yeah, cool. So the first group have undergone this training, and how long is the training that has been in concerning soft skills and business planning and all that?
I want first to thank WeCode, our partner, for ensuring the training of 150 and to select them for 2,500 youth. It was not easy because for us, I think it's a performance because they do that in 2 months, which is very short time, and with a high quality. And now we're gonna have the evaluation of the prestation of the
performance of this service.
Yes, and we are really happy to do that with WeCode. It's one of the best partners we had in project EDJEF, and if there is available funds for 2020, I think we're gonna go did it again. So you can renew the experience, and youth are really, I mean, eager for that, and they are impatient to have their turn. So we have this first group of 150, but still there is possibility to enlarge the scope and to continue with the same experience with other youth if financing, if sponsoring there is for this project. And here is our call from Rtci to all those who want to finance, for all those who want to sponsor this project. It is really amazing. Yes, to all youth and women interested in to apply to the courses carried out jointly with ENDA and TerraLab for young people who want to create their own business or startup. They need to go to the EDJEF Facebook page. They're going to find a application form, which did it with ENDA and EDJEF together. So we need that youth fulfill the form carefully.
Yes.
So they enhance the opportunities to be selected, and our service will contact them for selection for the first court.
This is really cool. So there is a possibility for another group to participate and enjoy the same experience. Are they going to be the same governorate as usual, or are you going to select others?
We still work in the same governors with the same sectors. In Kirwan and Zagwa, we work on alternative tourism as a sector to enhance employment for youth and women. For Manuba, the same for the handcraft and with relation with clothing.
Clothing,
yes.
Clothing.
It's very specific. And for Tunis, the little Tunis, not the big one.
Yes.
Digital image job. We already choose those sectors, as I said, with relation with local committees and also with recommendation from the Ministry of Vocational Training and Employment, such as those sectors are very attractive for youth, and there is a lot of innovation and creativity.
Exactly, that's what I'm going to say. It opens doors for creativity and innovation in youth, and these are fields where they can be outstanding participants, actually, excellent participants. Youth, they are really keen on, they like everything that is related to technology, handicraft, and all that is fashionable. So they are going to remake, to be inspired by the cultural heritage and re-innovate. And the tourism, that's one of the basics of our economy, and alternative tourism offers a lot of products and a lot of alternative to bloom into that. So I think actually the fields or the sectors are really interesting, and for all those who are really interested, once again, we stay tuned to the Facebook page of, you told me EDJEF?
Yes.
Where they can find the application form.
In the top of the page, in the top of the Facebook page, EDJEF Tunisia, and they have to fulfill carefully the application, so they have opportunity to run the first court, inshallah.
Yeah, this is really cool. So this is good news for you. So for all those who are really interested, yes, it is really amazing experience, and don't miss it. You still have the time to fill in the form. Thanks, Abd المنعم العبيدي, the program officer of ILO, which is the International Labour Office, an interesting program that is targeting youth. So what's next? Actually, we are going to stay tuned and actually follow the programs for the 2020, and probably we can have youth who participated and give us their feedback, their personal experience, their impression, and how did they enjoy this experience, because I suppose it's a life-changing experience for them. Thank you so much. With this, we reach the end of today's English program. Back to music.